everyone, it's Heather. So in this video I wanted to answer a question that I get all the time, and that question is, do I plan to buy any more ball jointed dolls? And the answer to that question is no, I do not plan to buy any more, at least not anytime soon. I'm not gonna like sign some contract with you guys that I'm never gonna buy dolls again, but as far as in the near future, definitely not. So in this video I wanted to talk about some of the reasons for that. The first reason is that I'm not really active in the doll hobby anymore, and the only place I really post my dolls is here on YouTube. So I no longer have a doll Instagram. I do post my dolls on my personal Instagram sometimes, maybe like once a week if that. I try not to post them on there, and I'm in two doll Facebook groups, one because I was an admin of, and the other one is a Facebook group that I made. So any group that I was an admin of course I'm not just gonna, you know, leave, but I don't post my dolls on there anymore. I think I post links to my YouTube videos on the Facebook group I made, but that's about it. So YouTube is the only place I'm really sharing my dolls, and I'm doing that for you guys. Number one, you subscribe to see them, and number two, I noticed there's quite a few beginners that are subscribed to my channel, and I know how messed up people can be. I see the things people say about noobs in the hobby. I guess some people like to flex their elitist muscles of like, hey, we know something you don't and you're stupid because you don't know what we know. You know what I mean? Like, I just think it's kind of dumb to be mean to noobs. Like, if they're bothering you with a question, just ignore them. You don't need to go and like complain about them and put them down just because they're in a position you were in a couple of years ago. So I'm still making the videos so I can help beginners out there, you know, to learn about these dolls and to find ways to get their own doll. And that's why I'm still making the doll videos, because I realize they have helped people, and I get a lot of awesome messages from you guys about your experiences, and I really want to help. I'm just at a point in my life where I'm trying to stay away from fandoms, because I noticed, like with the doll hobby, when I had, you know, a falling out with quite a few people and bad things happened, like it just kind of turned me off of the hobby and the dolls were like a symbol of, like, you know, kind of crappy things that happened, and so I didn't really want to, you know, be around them as much, and I didn't really care about the hobby anymore. So I know that it's really hard to like something that maybe people in your real life don't really like or don't enjoy, but you gotta be really careful with fandoms, because if something like goes wrong, like, and you have a falling out with people or something, there's a good chance you might be totally turned off by that thing you once loved so much. So like with the My Little Ponies and stuff that I collect, I am not interested in getting into any of that stuff, you know? Like, I'm trying to stay away from other pony people. Like, I'm chatting with them like occasionally, but I'm trying not to, like, you know, get involved in anything crazy that could like turn into something, if that makes any sense. You guys can say whatever you want about that, you can think whatever you want of my opinion, but I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't want to build up friendships around something. So that's just kind of the point in my life I'm at. You know, I just want to be kind of left alone to enjoy things, and I kind of feel like YouTube is the one place where I can really express myself, and it's like my own terms and like my little community to talk to, and that's just how I feel. Maybe that sounds dumb, maybe that makes me sound bad in some way, but that's just 100% how I feel, and that's just me being honest. So anyways, on to the next reason that I'm not buying any more ball jointed dolls for a while, and that is because I have my dream dolls. So the doll in the middle is my Volks Coco, and she has that cute baby face that I've always loved on Volks dolls, but their limited dolls were always way out of my budget. So I'm really happy to have a doll that I like more than any of those limited dolls, and I just want to work on her. I want to get her a new face up. You know, I want to sort the body that she's on out. It needs some new hands because those hands kind of scare me. Like, I just have a lot of plans for her and her style. And then next to her, I have my Feeble 60 Jury, whose name is kind of up in the air right now. I never really know what I want to name her. She was a dream doll of mine as well. And then of course on the left hand side we have Freya, and she was my original dream doll. So I am content. I have quite a few dolls that are still unfinished. So for the cost of getting those dolls' looks put together, it just wouldn't make sense for me to buy another doll that I'd have to buy stuff for. I'm pretty happy where I'm at, and I'm pretty fortunate to have obtained the dollies I really wanted, and that's enough for me. If I was to buy anything else, I would go on the itty bitty scale, such as this girl down here. She needs her look kind of finished. I honestly love Lottie Yellows, and now that I have a little spot for their dollhouse and everything, like, I want to get more Lotties. So if I do get anyone else, it's going to be someone itty bitty, because, you know, they're a bit more affordable, but that's still a ways away, because of the next point I wanted to make in this video. I probably shouldn't be putting this out there because I'm sure someone is going to complain about it somewhere, but financially things aren't the best right now to be buying, you know, big purchases like this and like collectibles and stuff like that. Like, I could buy cheap collectibles, such as like with the ponies. I get good deals on them sometimes, but when it comes to the dolls are just plain expensive. And there's just not money for that kind of stuff right now. I don't want to put too much out there, but basically 2 weeks before Christmas, my husband lost his job, and things were already pretty tight because we had just moved into this new apartment and we don't have much furniture, so we've been trying to save for furniture and other things. And then he lost his job. Thankfully he had a new job lined up, but he was out of work for a month until he got started with the new job. So we are pretty much trying to bounce back from that period in time whenever, you know, we kind of got screwed over. And it's just been kind of a mess. It's a little rocky right now. You know, we do have a lot of living expenses now that we're living in this apartment, and, you know, I found out that I'm sick. I lost my health insurance whenever he lost that job. So we're just trying to, you know, sort out everything financially, and in a couple of months we'll recover. But right now is not a good time for me to be buying dolls, you know, big purchases like that. Like, little things are fine, that's totally doable. But dolls and, you know, things that are hundreds of dollars, that's not happening right now. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I would like to do a sale again here soon to sell off some dolly clothes, to buy things to get these girls' looks more pulled together. So I will update you guys whenever I do one of those. But yeah, like, I'm sorry if anything I said in this video offended anyone or like made you think less of me or whatever. I don't know. I know people, they just like to twist things into something. So I hope that I didn't say anything like wrong, but everything I said in this video is just like my honest feelings, my honest thing about what's going on in my life. So yeah, I'm quite fortunate. I was able to buy the dollies when I could, and I got my dream dolls, and I'm happy. So yeah, I think that's all I need to say about that. I might get a new doll maybe next year or by the end of the year. I'm not going to sign a contract with you guys saying I'll never buy another doll, because like in this hobby, it's like people have to stay strong to whatever they're saying in that moment. Like when someone says they're just going to leave the hobby and they go away for a couple of weeks to a month, it's like people get totally like so offended if they come back. And it's like, I don't want to live my life signing contracts with people. I just want to do what I want, and that's kind of the way I've been living my life recently. So I'm just telling you guys like the honest truth about how I'm feeling about situations. And if it bothers or offends you, well, I'm sorry, but it's just how I feel, and I'm not going to change it for strangers, you know. So anyways, guys, I'm probably saying way too much, but yep, that's it. If you have any doll video requests, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to help you guys. Also, if you have a question about something, look through some of my older videos. I think I have a playlist called BJDs for newbies, and I've covered quite a few topics, so go ahead and check those videos out if there's something you've been curious about. And anyways, I love you all so much. Let's see if you can see the shadow. Kind of, a little bit. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!